How's it going, everybody? Kramer back with another video. Feels good to be back. Feels good to be talking to you guys again. I took about a week off because I was just burned out on poker and YouTube in general. Um, Not that I was like I had grew any disdain or anything for it, but I just got tired, needed a break, and I'm feeling much better now. So just to give you a quick update on the bankroll, we are at 1640 with about $100 in rakeback that we are able to redeem at any moment. So things are looking good for the bankroll. We just got done playing a 25 NL session. I'm going to be working on an informative video for 25 NL to give you guys some good tips on how to beat that. But we came up $15, which I believe is 60 big blinds, and that took us about 30 minutes. And that was 24 minutes over. We only played 100 hands, 102 hands, and we came up $15.11, and that was 60.43 big blinds. So quite an incredible win rate. But if you get a little bit of run good and you're playing some bad players, yeah, sometimes you just come up 60 big blinds in 30 minutes. So pretty good little session there. Just playing some standard hands that give you guys some really, it's like standard to me thought process. But certainly if you are watching these videos, you'll have something to learn from them. So just try to learn from that, I guess. Other than that, there isn't too much to say. Thank you guys for the support. If you want to support even more, you can obviously just like the video, or you can, for example, sign up for America's Card Room or buy PokerTracker through my links below. No pressure to do that if you don't want it or whatever. But if you do plan on doing either of those in the future, I hope you'll remember me. So I think that's all I have to say. Enjoy the gameplay, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but sorry if the lighting gets really annoying at the end, but I didn't know that was going to happen. So enjoy the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Alright, so we are going to start getting back into a little bit of poker. We've taken a week off, feeling a lot better. I've just been like burned out, very tired, and it didn't seem appropriate to be grinding poker. I've made that mistake in the past where I just grind through, and I'm just going to update this. I've made the mistake of grinding through before, and it just leads to more burnout. And yes, there's some sort of like ideal that you can kind of aspire to. I'm saying I'm going to play every day, I'm going to study every day. And that's all well and good, but ultimately happiness is number one for me. And also, it was just a mistake, it's not even something as virtuous as saying, happiness is number one. It's like I've made that mistake of grinding through poker, and it just made me miserable. I just ended up swearing and yelling at poker and losing, and well, no, I was probably still winning, but it's just like I just hated it so much. And if you hate it, you're gonna end up quitting. So given all of that, let's see if I can. I'm just gonna have to blur. I don't want to blur it out. I mean, my bankroll's at around 1600. I just don't want. I'm just too lazy to go edit it. So we'll take a look. I think we're gonna play some 25 NL if we can find it. I just want to. Holy crap, that is so many games. I want to play some 25 NL. Yeah, So we're going to fire up as many full ring tables. Those are usually the easiest in my opinion. Although, you know, six-handed is really good sometimes because you'll get a lot of hands in with fishy players. Of course, that's going to be beneficial. So I'll join this waiting list too. I'm just going to try to get like 4 games going to start off. Like I said, it's been a week or so since I've played, so I don't want to overwhelm myself. So we are just going to I'm gonna move this. We're gonna do that. I guess I'll just like record my intro really fast. If we see someone limp under the gun, we just know that they're a fish. So we're just going to give them the fish label. This is just generic fish. We don't know anything about him. He could have any 2 cards. He could have just like 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8. So we're trying to bait him into a bet, but okay, I think here we can get called by any 5. Okay, so I'm gonna get called by pocket pairs, all queens. Since he seems like the passive type, we're just gonna bet really small. Hope we get called by a small pair or ace high. I think 1.8 big blinds is the right size. He had nothing. But I think we played the hand perfectly. We gave him a chance to hit something on the turn, and then we bet very small, anticipating that he didn't have much, and we were right about that. So I think that was good. I'm going to complete with ace-5 suited. He obviously doesn't seem like an aggressive type, and if he does raise, we're ahead of most of his range. I think I'm just going to jam it on him. And we just get him to fold a lot. I mean, he just has us crushed, but I really don't hate that play. You know, we might win, get lucky. Okay, we get lucky, but I don't mind that play because people will make that 4 big blind raise with, you know, Jack 10, Jack 8, like just bad cards, and then we have ace 5. I wasn't intending to trap, but it just, you know, obviously we got lucky there. But I think we get a lot of folds there against worse hands. But of course we do get very lucky in that hand. We're just going to snap fold deuce 7 here. No reason to play it. So we're just waiting to get in. We're going to be in the next hand. In the next hand over here. This guy has a pretty high fold to steal. 3-5 is definitely a loose raise if it gets folded to us, but I don't hate it if... Actually, I was going to say because we don't have a table image yet, but we did just ship ace-5 suited and get lucky. So that makes us look a little bit like a maniac. So we're not going to get too out of line. Certainly never 3-betting or anything, but these are just some of the thoughts I have when deciding whether or not I'm going to open certain hands. 6-4 offsuit, easy fold for 3 big blinds out of position. So kind of okay, so I was big blind, limp, raise, call. So if Anata bets, it's looking like jacks or queens. At worst, ace 10, or at worst it could be a bluff, ace king, but more so looking like jacks there. Just saying, I don't want to see any more cards. I've got all my stack in here, so if you got me beat, you got me beat. Kind of a bet. This guy looks a little bit aggressive, but I think raising is fine. Well, we only have 11 hands on him. Pretty good flop. Against people who are like generally nitty, I don't really mind playing kind of passive, especially with hands like this. And we've got a Okay, so we know nothing about this guy. I'm not gonna play ace 10 suit or offsuit out of position for no reason. So this is a spot where if we're playing someone very aggressive, it's a pretty bad spot, but we are ahead of a lot of hands. We're ahead of king, queen, king 10, ace 10, 9 10, jack 10. We're ahead of a ton of hands here. Obviously all non-aces. It's giving us a good price. This could be an ace X hand. But we do still have a good hand. And what I find is that people don't really barrel the river too often with worse, but he just happens to have one of the hands that beats us. But he gave us a good price. Obviously opening ace queen. Just a little bit of a cooler in the blinds. For him to have ace 10 and us to have second pair with a good kicker, it's just a little unfortunate, but that is fine. So I'm trying to basically profile the average player at these stakes right now. I'm trying to figure out how people play. People play very weird. They have very weird habits, I find. It's like, it's not GTO whatsoever. It's just like weird psychological play for the most part. King deuce suited, probably a defend. So I'm just going to defend, I suppose. Luckily we flop top pair. Half size c-bet could mean anything. Good turn. So both of our ranges are somewhat undefined. His range is still stronger though. You know, he's got... Okay. So how do I get called is the question. I'm trying to get called by like a jack with this small bet, maybe a 7-8. Maybe an ace high can call this. I mean, if he raises, I guess he just has a flush, but that's just not a very common play at these stakes. No one just like does that crap. Oh, is this the same person that we took their money? Just folding. That's a really big raise. Okay, that was elk. This is second frost. We flop a gutter. We do have a slightly aggressive image right now, but we have blockers to 4 5 5 6 things like that. And we can make this bet with all of our queens. All of our sets. Now maybe we're over c-betting in general, but again, this is just not something that these guys think about. So queen deuce suited, I think that's a fine open on the button. I always like to review the big hands that we miss. Just gonna check the stream. Everything looks good. Audio good. Audio check. Yes, audio looks good. So this was a big hand. I like to see how people get these pots kind of easy open with queen jack suited. So raise. This is probably a call, and he probably just barrels down. That's 5/7 of pot, so pretty large bet. Another large bet. Call. Check, and no value on the river, which is understandable. Gonna make a bet that we make with ace king. You know, we've got a very strong range and a strong hand. With that bet, I'm gonna basically put him all in. It's not all in, but okay, we just make the nuts, luckily. I don't know why you would bet call that. He must have like ace 9. Ace 9, ace queen. I think ace 9 can call this bet. Yeah. So that's the prop. Like, he just free rolled himself. Yes, we got lucky, but in the event that we have 3 aces, 3 kings, 3 sevens, ace king, you know, the spades. That's why that play was bad, because he just decided to not believe us, and then he had to pay us off because he just took such a weird line. There's no clear thing to do. So he is he's just a fish, but I can't really make any conclusions just yet on how he plays. I think someone who plays like that is like loose passive, I'd say. This is a big raise. I'm not convinced that a 3-bet is in order yet. I think that's a fine spot to 3-bet 7-8 suited, but we just don't know much about Blue Crystal, and if we get called in this big 3-bet pot out of position with 7-8 suited and we miss, that's just not a spot I want to be in. So this guy seems like a maniac, but we want to get more information before we make these like big like conclusions, I guess is one way to say it. Okay, turned it. Okay, we definitely want to play a pot with Joe Rogan over here. I'm sure it's the real Joe Rogan. We miss. But we've been hitting a lot of flops, so definitely not running bad by any means. I'm just going to let this one go. No reason to try to outplay them with pocket sixes here. Someone could have the nuts, someone could have king 10, ace 10. There's like never folding. He could have 3 aces. 9-2 offsuit, easy fold. Yeah, ace 10 was like I said, just like there's no reason to get out of line with sixes there or anything. This guy looks like a station. If he's calling on that board against that range, just drawing for a gutter, he's got to be really bad. Yeah, I think he called 2 streets, and he called queen 9 offsuit pre-flop. So he called half pot with a draw. Then he bet the turn. So bet turn at weakness, that's what that is to me. So when I say that, it just means you want to induce people like this. I'm guessing he's checking now. Yeah. But we like to induce bluffs when we've got good hands. That's a good way to get value, so. And I think we're going to sit out, and I'm going to wrap it up here. Short little session, but I just wanted to give you guys a video and give you guys some hands. So like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if you have any questions or requests for videos, and hopefully you enjoyed this video.